Alright guys, Supreme Kami here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the number 10 build project material. So featuring this month, we have the Gundam Seltsam from your Gundam build Divers Re-Rise, and then you also do have your AI pilot, the Montag. So he is just actually Magirius, so ha. I don't know why I did that live, but anyways, here we go. So these two, I would definitely say the pilot may not be the best option to kind of go for, just because I think during that time the AI pilot were going into a phase where some were good, some were just really bad. So I think the later one that's gonna be coming out in later months should be better. As far as the unit itself, the Gundam Seltsam, I think the biggest part people are gonna go for immediately is definitely gonna be the arm, just because it's kind of like, you know, non-symmetrical. So this one is definitely the hottest pick of the set. So I wouldn't like, this is definitely going to be something I'm recommending. I'm not even taking a look at the stats, I'm not even taking a look at any other things. This one's definitely it. Another one that, you know, we'll probably even take a look into like what it's doing. Definitely go for the head part, for the aesthetics, you know, going for that 5-eyed unit like head part. I mean, like, how often do you see that? So this one is definitely considered to be a very good part to be getting. So I'm not even gonna like, for these two, we're not gonna take a look at the stats because they're irrelevant. The aesthetics definitely places higher than whatever portrait they're giving out. Other than that, we shall take a look at the overall full set first, so you guys do have a better idea how it looks like. So here we are. So this is a Gundam Seltsam. So this one does have a very menacing design overall. I mean, like edgy lore and kind of feeling, I guess, in a way. So let's take a look at the alteration for this overall units. I do think that not everything is really worth getting in a way, just because of power crab portrait wise and stuff. This one is a free 7-star part for those who are wondering. So this one could be something you want to get because it's 7-star, you know, tunable, whatever. So head part, we kind of gone over that already. The stat wise may or may not be like really good. So you guys can see that it's gonna be 14,000 around the spot, and then 3,500 for the shot defense. So it's actually not gonna be good. So this one is technically considered to be more or less like a melee based unit because you do have close combat, but melee stat aren't really that high, 5k, and then almost 4,000 for the melee defense. So it's pretty acceptable in a sense. But portrait otherwise is not gonna be good. You know, you recover 20 armor gradually, that sucks. And then you also do have EXQ power boost by 35% when you shoot down one enemy. So that is definitely really situational. So if you are fighting only one enemy, guess what? That's never going to be able to activate. So, but like I said again, the head part is definitely solely for the aesthetic. So now coming over to the torso, let's see what's going on. The style wise is definitely quite good as well. I don't think they're that bad. 6k for the melee defense, so that's actually quite acceptable. Almost 6k for that melee defense, so that should translate fairly well as well. So okay. As far as the actual portrait itself, we do have double melee power boosted, 30 to a 35 ratio. As far as the condition, you are locked down to tag attribute and then infighter job license. So yeah, it's not too bad. If you guys are really lacking any good option for a melee torso piece, you don't have any of the 40%, you don't even have any 7-star variant of those percentages, I mean, go for it. Wouldn't be the best pick, honestly, because it's, you know, low percentage first of all, and you do have to keep that in mind. You not only do you have to get the actual parts, you also do have to get the part or the L badges to alterate. So it does come with a cost, which I don't think is that big of a deal to get this one. So this one is definitely going to be something that I will skip. But the arm is definitely a must-have just for the aesthetic, for the actual custom EXQ. So stat wise on this one is going to be 14k, and then defense is actually just a little bit lower than what I wanted to be, obviously, in the same text as the other two that we have seen so far. So Seltsam arm, this one definitely going to be a very unique EXQ animation. First of all, we don't have that before. This one does lack its you know, healing portion a bit, just because not many custom EXQ I think back then were doing healing. So This one does raise melee attack up to 39% to your squad, and also shot defense up by 19%, so that's pretty good. Moving over to the legs, how are we doing? So this one, again, it's not bad, definitely really good. Stat wise, and this one is still hanging there, 5k pretty much for both the melee attack and the melee defense, so that's pretty good. What is it? Attack wise, high power pad, that for computer, so that's not too bad. So the actual portrait itself, so you do have double EXQ power boosted, so this is good. As far as condition wise, you do have infantry license and then high power, so they're not that bad. I would still say maybe the legs are pretty much validated to get, just because we really don't have any good legs, you know, power boosted type stuff, so this one could be good. The only other melee that I would consider being still really good is the enhanced double Zeta. That's pretty much the only 7-star bolt unit that has a double 40% power boosted portrait on the legs. All the other melee ones are more like utility based. You have those EXQ cooldowns, you have something else. So this is truly another genuine, you know, double power boosted. So this is good. But if you guys do have any other options, like let's say the enhanced double Zeta, or just any of the other 40% portrait for the legs, this one is not good. I know it's a 7-star, it's easy to get, but I'd rather have you guys reallocate your resources to things that are more unique than getting the actual portrait, because it's not going to be that important. Maybe you like the legs, that's up to you, but I just don't feel like this one deserves to be higher than the head part or the arm. That's just kind of my opinion. You guys can definitely pick whichever one you want. But going over to the back portion now, so these are going to be the following stats. So mainly actually dropped the ball, like what's going on? That's a little bit of a surprise. So we got the shield binders. So this one is just a casual beam attack type EXQ, A pierce B plus power. So mine is pretty much going to be hitting pretty weak because I have not altered the back part, which I don't even plan to alterate. Maybe. But yeah, not much to really talk about. Same tag as the legs itself. So now we can head over to the actual melee weapon. So we have the hybrid dissonance. So let's see. So style was 8 or 15.8. So it's not too bad. It's definitely below average, but still doing pretty good. Also does come with some shot or actual shot attacks, so that's good to see. And this one does have it being broken. I think eventually I will be getting this one so I can see how this one looks like, but at this point in time, as the recording of this, I do not own this one, so unfortunately I will not be able to show that off for you guys. But yeah, and then last but not least, we have the folding diesel launcher now. So let's see how this one's doing. 15.9, so that's pretty respectable, I guess. Below average, but still good. In terms of the melee defense, we do have 2,600, so that's not too bad. Trading this one is good-ish, right? Arms parts EXQ, so that's definitely targeting the arm part to be more or less like a dual type build, because you're also going to be supporting some shooting power boosted by 35%. This one is another one that I feel like may not be the best option, just because of so many options we have been lately as far as like newer stuff. So this one you can definitely get it if you want. If you guys feel like this is like a good 7-star part you truly desire, you want, go for it. But other than that, definitely do wait for later more stuff, because those are just gonna be better. This one is just kind of like 32 or 35 ratio. I rather go for center parts at this point in time, but it's just that this one does are able to go up to 7-star, so that's why maybe that kind of intrigues you a little bit. But yeah, overall, just we're looking at this, I don't think there are that many good parts to be kind of be good with. Stat wise, it's definitely pretty predictable as far as these, you know, older, you know, build part and stuff. But other than that, head part, arm part, definitely for sure go for it. As far as the other one material or the other two material that you kind of put forth into it, I'll definitely leave that up to you guys as far as how you guys want to handle it. Leg, like, you know, torso, legs, the folding disc launcher, they both have 32 or 35% ratio for the power share split, so you do have to take a look at what you have. If you have better things already, don't go for it. I think that is definitely the kind of like the basic I'll kind of tell you guys. But enough of that. Let's actually hop into a quick friend battle. I don't think in terms of the perfect strike Gundam, I don't think I'll be able to take it out with one EX. Maybe we can. We'll actually try it out first, and then if we can, we'll hop right back into a friend battle so you guys can see the full animation. Because I know that in terms of, let's say, the perfect strike or just any of the big bosses, the multi-mission bosses, they tend to not really give you like the full animation. So yeah. So yeah, let's hop into the perfect strike multi-mission first, and then we'll hop into a friend battle. But before I forget, I know I've just been talking about the Gundam Seltsam, but build project material or the build project palette, we have the Montag here. So as far as what is doing, the status on this is actually not even that bad. 7,000 for the melee attack, 5k or almost 6k for the melee defense. So that is actually pretty juicy. As far as the actual portrait itself, this is where I feel like it is a little bit constrained as far as what you can do with it. You have to be running this on a high mobility active war tag and also speed attribute. So that's why I do think this is actually not that good because of the tag kind of like restriction and then the actual attribute. So that's why I know you should be getting a little bit more of a better build project material eventually. Right, like Mikazuki, I think he's actually pretty good, and then I think along the line of like something else other than that should be better, but I think Mikazuki is definitely the better one up the bunch. So I would definitely have to say Montag is definitely going to be a hot skip, unless you guys really like him, then go ahead and get one copy of him. But other than that, there really isn't a reason to really get him in a way. Not to mention the fact that the actual license you can go for is Defender, which there's no actual portrait that supports that, so we don't need him in a way. If you really want a true Defender type AI pilot, definitely go for Judo when it comes out. He is actually very phenomenal, so he's definitely going to be something that I recommend. But other than that, that's all I have for the actual Montag build project pilot. He's pretty mid, right, so we won't get him. Alright, so we are in. So as far as the actual Seltsam Army XQ, another thing to kind of take a look in here, you guys can see that there is actually no dash for the actual custom EXQ, so you have to be up close and personal before it actually activates, so that is really bad. So I'm just going to use this right now so you can see what it looks like. Not bad damage overall, but alright, I think you can use it right now. So it's pretty much going to be doing like a swipe like that and then going to hit the enemy. So if your enemy is not nearby, you're not going to be able to hit your enemy. So why did we one-shot it? It was only one damage marker that I saw, right? That was sad, man. I didn't see anything. So that's why we are going to be hopping into a friend battle, because we didn't really witness what really happened, because there's a whole lot more animation that goes behind that strike. So yeah, gonna hop into a quick friend battle so you guys can see the full animation. Alright, so I got my friend here with the speed attribute melee build. So I'm just gonna click on the limit break and then just activate this real quick. Oh, you see those eyes glow? Okay, that is a very nice touch. And brother, what is this EXQ? This EXQ is so savage. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure I expressed it the same thing when we first initially got it. I was like, bruh, this EXQ animation was top notch. The way it's kind of demolishing the enemy is like beyond belief. So yeah, so Onport is definitely the best part to be getting as far as the actual EXQ itself. So as far as the actual build project pilot, probably a skip for now, just because we are going to be getting more better build project pilot for melee base later on. So that's definitely something in the works, you know, eventually with months passing by. So yeah, overall this was the build that I went with as far as the actual skeleton of it. So that's why we were able to bust out a quick 23 million or something like that, and then, you know, 3 additional 3 million attacks along the way. So that was good. But other than that, that is going to be pretty much it as for the number 10 build project material review, and then I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.